What would you say is the #1 reason that someone will not get a distribution deal for their film?
The #1 reason that people won't get a good distribution deal for their film is probably because their film sucks. Sorry. You know, it's like, you know, just because you make a film doesn't mean, you know, A, that it's good, or B, that there's an audience for it. Now, granted, someone could make a film that's not that good, but there's still an audience for it. And, you know, and again, you say distribution deal, you know, I think generally why people wouldn't get a distribution deal is because their film isn't good, and or the distributors don't think there's a market for it, that they, by purchasing the film, they won't be able to sell it to someone to return their investment, or even if they don't purchase it, whatever money or work they put in won't be profitable. So, and I think there's plenty of distributors who buy films that probably aren't that good, but are profitable, you know, and there's plenty of distributors who buy films that are neither good nor profitable. But, you know, I think the real question is, you know, not to think about like why distributors would buy or not buy a film, but to think about, you know, what is your motivation for making the film, you know, how you can make that film as good as it can be, and how can you connect with an audience around that film. And to me, those are the same issues whether you do it yourself or, you know, or with a team, do it direct to fan or with a distributor. I think those are the things that you need to consider, you know, and those are the things that distributors consider as well, you know, and it could be the greatest film in the world, but if a distributor still doesn't think there's an audience for it, you know, they're not going to pick it up. And that happens all the time, where there's amazing films that don't get released by traditional distribution mechanisms. And that's why I think it's really important for filmmakers and all artists to think about how they're going to connect with their audiences, you know, and not be reliant on someone else.